What is up, my legion of leasers, my army of apartment maniacs? What are we going to talk about today? Painful subject. Painful subject. Objections. The subject starts with ob and ends with jections. We're going to talk about objections, and we're going to talk about how we can be more skillful in dealing with them. All right, so before I talk about it, who wants to unmute yourself and fire off? Boom! Some examples of objections that you get. The price is too high. I don't like stairs. That closet's too small. What you got for me? Hit me. I am ready to take your punches. Tell me some of the objections that you're hearing from prospective residents.
The rooms are too small.
You're too small. You're tiny. What is this, an apartment community for ants? Who else has got something?
We don't have balconies.
You ain't got no balcony. Lottie-dottie, I likes to potty. I don't cause trouble. I don't bother nobody. I just want to throw the TV off the balcony. And you ain't got one. Who else has got one?
We're on the 3rd floor. You only have 3 floor bedrooms.
You only have 3rd floor. You've only got bedrooms on the 3rd floor. I don't want to go upstairs. Isn't that weird? You know what happens the other side of that coin? You know what the other side of that coin is? You only have stuff on the ground level, right? We can't win, can we? We can't win. Y'all are welcome. I'll send you the bill for the free therapy session. You can't win. All right, you don't have balconies. You're on the 3rd floor. That closet's too small. You don't have a dog park, right? You're not on the 3rd floor. I wanted to be up high. I wanted to be the queen of my castle. And on the 1st floor, I can't do that. All right, first thing I want to talk about is this. All of these objections: you're too expensive, your security deposit's too much, I don't like stairs. You don't have stairs, I love stairs. You're on the 3rd floor, you're not on the 1st floor. The closet's too small, kitchen's too small. You don't have balconies. 90% of those are not an objection. Do you want to know what they are? 90% of the time, no matter what the resident is telling you or prospective resident is telling you, no matter how angry or emotional they are about it, I'm just not going to live anywhere without a dog park. 90% of the time, it's not an objection. Objection meaning it needs to be handled or addressed in order for you to get the lease, not overcome. I'm going to say that again because it's really important. An objection needs to be handled or addressed in order for you to get the lease. You got to talk about it. You got to work through it. We got to do a little therapy, okay? But it does not need to be overcome, all right? But 90% of the time, the things that you're hearing, no balcony, no dog park, closet's too small, is not an objection at all. Who wants to take a guess at what it is? Unmute yourself.
It's an opinion.
Opinion, I like that. What else could it be?
Objection?
It's not an objection, okay? It's not an opinion. I mean, kind of as an opinion, but that's not what we're looking for today. All right, get ready to have your mind blown. What is it?
Complaint.
Who said that?
Brenda.
Say it loud, say it proud, because you had the right answer.
Brenda, it's a complaint.
You damn straight it's a complaint. Moving is stressful. Moving is scary. Moving is also what? Very expensive. When people are under stress, when they're afraid, and when they're shelling out a lot of dough, do they get nice and easygoing and super pleasant to be around? Oh, that's awesome. 3rd floor, no problem. Or do they get angry, loud, irrational, and complain? You have to realize this. This is not exclusive to pregnant women. This concept of nesting, you guys have heard oh man, we're getting ready to have a baby. Oh, I got to paint the whole house because my wife is nesting. Nesting is not exclusive to having a baby. It is a mental thing that all human beings, regardless of gender or age, do, and that is this: we are never satisfied with where we live. I'm going to say that again because it is vital for you to understand. Human beings by nature always want to improve where they live. Just like the little birds, that's why we call it nesting, just like the little birds that are grabbing little things off the ground and putting it in the nest, and they're building the nest, that's what we do as well, okay? So we are always going to have a complaint. There is no perfect home. There is no perfect apartment. There is no perfect cattle ranch. Don't believe me? Go watch Yellowstone. They always needed more land, right? They got half the state of Wyoming. We need more. It's never perfect, right? Go look at Oprah Winfrey's house on Google Earth. You'll see some construction going on. Go look at Jeff Bezos' house. He's building a rocket in his front yard, right? People are never happy with where they live. 90% of the time when somebody says something like, I don't like stairs, your place is too small. I don't like that closet. It's not an objection at all, it's just a complaint. So let's walk through the steps that I want you to start taking in order to handle objections and handle complaints. By the way, you don't know which is which. I'm going to repeat that because it's really important. You need to stop looking at the world through your lens. You need to stop looking at the world through the lens of the last 20 tours that you've had. So if the last 20 people did not lease from you because you don't have a balcony, that ain't got nothing to do with the person in front of you. You don't know if it's an objection or if it's a complaint. If I tell you there is no way I'm signing this lease because you are too expensive, I'm not bragging, I'm just telling you it's a fact. I have two things: millions of dollars and a passion for sales coaching. So of course I'm going to tell you there is no way you're getting this lease. I can't believe you're charging that. This price is too high, because I want to see how you're going to handle my complaint. I'm still going to lease from you, okay? You don't know what's going on in that person's world. Some of the littlest things, like the color of appliances, may be a complete showstopper for them. You got to stop judging every person by the people that you've met with. They are all unique. We all have different life stories. We all have different things that we're going through. So just knock it off and stop trying to read people's minds. That means don't freak out. That means for yourself, there's 8 steps for handling an objection or a complaint. Step number 1 is in your head. Just be like, oh, it's just a complaint. People complain a lot. I work in real estate. It's what I got to deal with, right? You work in the restaurant business, you got to deal with dirty dishes. It's just a fact. Nobody goes, oh my God, there's dirty dishes. What do I do? They're cool, they're calm, collected about it. They pick it up and they move on. That's step 1 for handling objections and complaints, right? Is in your head, be like, it's just a complaint. So when somebody says, oh my God, all you have is a 3rd floor unit, step number 1, in your head, you're not going to freak out. You're going to remain cool, calm, collected. You're just going to be like, it's just a complaint. You're going to immediately move to step number 2. Okay? Step number 1's on the inside. Step number 2 is on the outside. Guess what step number 2 is? And by the way, you're welcome. Do this in your personal life. It's going to save you 68% of your arguments, both in your leasing life and your personal life. Step number 1 is not have this in your head that this is any problem whatsoever. You're remaining confident. Step number 2 is this. You're going to agree and move forward. Right? Ah, man, I really don't like that the apartment's on the 3rd floor. I get it. I hear you. Right, let's go look at the kitchen. Oh man, I don't like stairs. I'm with you. I don't like stairs either. Come on, let's head on up the stairs. Notice what I'm not trying to do is what you do, okay? If you're not a certified leasing consultant from Leasing University, okay, what do we all do? What do we all do is we try and have a micro argument. We try and overcome the objection. That is complete garbage. That is horrible sales training. If you have been trained to overcome objections, forget that as soon as possible. That sounds like this. I don't like stairs. Oh, come on. Stairs are great. You'll get fit. Let's head on up the stairs. I don't like the fact that this is on the 3rd floor. Oh, it's amazing. The views are beautiful up here. Come on. Don't knock it till you tried it. You don't have a dog park. Oh, it's not a big deal. You can take your dog across the street. You'll love it. Stop trying to convince people of how they feel. Because when you do that, it has the inverse of what you want it to do. You're trying to convince somebody that the apartment is great without a balcony, that they don't care about stairs, that they don't care about being on the 3rd floor, that they don't need a dog park, that they don't need a larger closet. The more you push on them and try and change their mind, the more they double down and reinforce their position. People are exponentially more likely to do the thing you want them to do if it's based on their idea, not your idea. So stop putting your ideas into other people's heads. Even if it's the right idea, the propensity for them to tell you, no, I'm not doing that, is like huge. So simply agree and move forward. I get it, I'm with you. Man, this place is expensive. I hear you. Right, let's go check out the kitchen. 68% of the time it's not going to come back. You guys don't have a dog park. No, we don't. Right, here's the master bedroom. That's it. Full stop. Agree and move forward. 68% of the time, it was just a complaint and you will never hear it again. In your personal life, you show up. Your spouse is like, you're late. You're right. Period. Not, babe, there was traffic. Come on, I was doing a live coaching. Yes. Stop. Don't create micro arguments, okay? So step number 1's in your head. Treat it, just realize this is just a complaint. I'm all good, I'm getting the lease. Step number 2, agree and move forward. Step number 3, if they bring it up again, and by the way, this is not a valid objection yet, but we're getting closer as each step goes along. By the way, every objection has this in common. People will bring it up again. A complaint, they may or may not bring it up again. If it's a true objection, if it is stopping them from leasing the apartment, they will bring it up again. Okay? There's a little devil that pops on your shoulder. It's like, I better overcome this right now because I'm never going to get another chance with this renter. That is garbage. That is not true. That is false information. They will bring it up again. It sounds like this. Right? Closet small. I get it. I'm with you. Let's go look at the kitchen. I hear you. Smaller closet. Agree and move forward. You're in the kitchen. Man, I love the kitchen. I love the location. I got to tell you though, there's no way I could live here with that closet being as small as it is. Step number 3, I am not offering a solution. I'm not trying to sell them. I'm not trying to overcome anything. I'm not trying to persuade. Step number 3, I'm going to ask them for a solution. Sounds like this. Got it. You know, I love the kitchen. I just got to tell you, Matt, closet's way too small for me to live here. I hear you. What are some of your thoughts? And then full stop. I hear you. What are some of your thoughts? Guess what people do? If you allow them to do it, they solve their own problems, both in your leasing life and in your personal life. What are some of your thoughts? Well, hey, was that a closet out there off the balcony? Yeah. You know what I could probably, does it have a lock on it? Yeah, it's got a lock on it. It's a pretty larger closet. You know what I could do is I could take my winter stuff in the summertime, stick it out there, put my summer stuff in here, just kind of do that, rotate. I mean, it's not ideal, but I guess I could do that. Man, that's a fantastic idea. Does it make sense to go sign the lease? Yeah, it does. Listen to the difference, right? Instead of saying, what are your thoughts? Man, I just got to tell you, the closet, there's no way I can live here with that smaller closet. Oh, it's no big deal. What you could do is you could take your stuff, put it in that closet out there on the balcony, and then do the switcheroo, you know, summer stuff, winter stuff, flip-flop, flip-flop. You're all good. I don't want to do that. The minute you say it, that person is exponentially less likely to want to do it. But if you just freaking slow the hell down, when you slow your process down in the beginning, you will speed up your result in the end. If you just slow down, what are some of your thoughts? Well, I just got to tell you, man, there's no way we could live here without a dog park. Got it. What are some of your thoughts? Is that an open space across the street with dogs? Oh yeah, it's a couple of our residents. Everybody heads over there. I mean, I could just take Max over there. Cool. Yeah, that's what most people do. Does it make sense to go sign the lease? Yeah, it does. Versus, I just got to tell you, I can't live here. You don't need a dog park. We got a space across the street. I don't want to walk across the street. I'll get hit by a car. Right? Now you're having an argument. So step number 3, ask them for a solution. Let's say you ask them on that closet, what are some of your thoughts? And they go, I don't know. I just need a bigger closet. Okay? You're not out of the woods. But we're also not suggesting a solution yet. We're going to move to step number 4, and what step number 4 is, we're going to show commitment to a solution. Right? That sounds like this. I hear you on the closet. What are some of your thoughts? I don't know. I signed up for that Jessica Simpson, like back in the 90s, the shoe thing. Well, I don't know if it was 90s. I think it was early 2000s. Might have even been 2010. I don't know. I'm old. I signed up for Jessica Simpson's shoe subscription, and I have 894 pairs of shoes, and no way I can fit them in this closet, right? We're going to show commitment to a solution. That sounds like this. Listen, man, that's a lot. That's a lot of shoes. That's impressive. Listen, I'm sure we're going to figure this out, right? I have no doubt that we will figure this out. When you say that, instead of us arguing, what we're doing is now we are both looking at the problem together. Same team, right? Friends. We now became friends. You can do this in your personal life too. Hey, babe, I'm sure we'll figure this out. Max, man, I know you can't do your homework before hockey practice. Listen, buddy, I'm sure we'll figure this out. When you say, I'm sure we'll figure this out, I'm committed to figuring this out. I have no doubt that we can figure this out, that together we can figure this out. All of a sudden, you guys are going to be shocked. You're not doing this now, but if you do it, how now all of a sudden these people that would have wanted to argue with you are like, wait a minute. They've got my best interest in mind. They're just trying to help me. You guys complain all day about why people treat you like garbage, why people are difficult with you, why people are rude with you. And I get it. And there's no excuse for them to do that. But you're causing a lot of that to happen because you're not creating environments of collaboration. You're coming up with quick, witty answers. I don't like the closets. Oh, the closets aren't that bad. Oh, but I've got a lot of stuff. Oh, what you could do is take the stuff from the balcony and put it in here and switch slots. Right? It's all great. No, that's not great. Right? I'm sure we'll figure this out. Now, you're going to find that 12% of the time when you say, I'm sure we'll figure this out, both in your personal life and in your professional life, the other person will do what? They'll totally back off. Because they'll be like, listen, I'm just hangry. I need a Snickers bar. It's been a long day. I don't mean to be a jerk with you on the closet. Right? Hey, it's no big deal. I understand. It's important to you. Yeah, I'll work it out. Let's do it. Right? They'll 12% of the time, they're going to back off the minute you did that. 100% of the time, the minute you try and force things on them, they're going to push back on you. Okay? So let's say you say, I'm sure we'll figure this out, and the person goes, good, because I got a lot of shoes. Now you have earned the right to offer a solution. That looks like this. You know, Matt, with the Jessica, by the way, that's impressive, 800 pairs of shoes, especially for a dude. I wouldn't have thought you to be an 800 pair of shoes guy, but I'm impressed. I'm very impressed. You know, now that I think about it, what a lot of our residents have done that are in similar situations, whether it's shoes, office supplies, winter clothes, summer clothes, out on the balcony there is a large storage unit. It's got a lock on it. What they do is they put everything from one season in and switch it around. And I know shoes aren't as seasonal, but what you can maybe do is put the pairs that you don't wear as often out there and just kind of have that be a shoe museum, right? Yeah, that's actually a pretty good idea. If you just slow down, they're going to be more receptive, all right? But now let's say they go all the way after you've asked them for a solution. They don't have one. You've shown a commitment to a solution. They're like, good. You've suggested a solution. You can walk your dog across the street. They're like, I'm not going to do that. I'll get hit by a car, right? Now you go to step 5. If they push back on you all the way, you go to step 5. And you're asking them if it's stopping them from leasing the apartment. And you guys are not doing that right now. Okay? I'm sorry. Step 5 was showing commitment, offering the solution. Step 6 is where we're at. We're going to step 6, we are going to ask them if it's stopping them from leasing the apartment. That sounds like this. Listen, what you could do is move the the closets. Yeah, I don't want to do that. What you could do is take the dog across the street. That's what our residents do. Yeah, I don't want to do that. Okay? Step 6 sounds like this. I hear you, Matt. I just want to be clear on something. Is the fact that we don't have a dog park, is that stopping you from leasing the apartment? I hear you, Monica. Is the fact that this closet's a bit smaller, is that stopping you from leasing the apartment? Hey, Mike, I hear you. I just want to make sure that I'm clear on something. Is the fact that we're on the 3rd floor, is that stopping you from leasing the apartment? Full stop. Okay? Full stop. Guess what they're going to do about 30% of the time? They're going to go, no, but I'm not happy about it. I wish you were on the ground floor. To which you are going to say what? Congratulations, you made a great decision. I realize you'd rather be on the first floor, but you're going to love it here. What happens next? We're going to fill out the application. They just close themselves. Far too often, we're trying to win every single damn argument with our prospects. You don't need to do that. Just go through this check down list and ask them if it's stopping them when you get to step 6. Is the fact that we've got a security deposit stopping you from leasing the apartment? You guys are going to be shocked at how often the person goes, no, but I'm not happy about it. Your job is not to make them happy about everything. Your job is to lease them a home. There's no perfect home, okay? Just like a restaurant has dirty dishes, there's going to be some dirty dishes. We're going to get a little dirty, okay? So ask them if it's stopping them. What's the worst thing they could say? Yes, this is stopping me from leasing the apartment. The place down the street, Terrible Towers, they've got a larger closet. Go right to step number 7. Step number 7, ask them if it's the only thing. Hey, Matt, just out of curiosity, is the size of this closet stopping you from leasing the apartment? Yes, it is. Is that the only thing that's stopping you? Yes, it is. Terrible Towers has a walk-in. Then just simply go to step 8, the last step, all things being equal. Matt, I get it. Understood. Hey, just out of curiosity, by the way, you can ask anybody anything if you lead with just out of curiosity. You had mentioned Terrible Towers with a walk-in closet. Just out of curiosity, let's say I could blow a hole in this wall and make that closet bigger, which I want to be totally transparent with. I would love to do that. I've been watching Discovery Channel. Can't do it. Okay? But just out of curiosity, let's say I could make this closet bigger. Now, we've got a walk-in closet. Terrible Towers has a walk-in closet. All things being equal, where would you rather live? Right? Let's say they don't bring up the competition. They're just like, I need a dog park. Hey, just out of curiosity, let's say we could buy that land over there across the street, which we can't. Build a dog park, all things being equal, now we've got a dog park. I want to be clear, I can't do that for you, but just out of curiosity, all things being equal, if we had a dog park, would it make sense to go sign the lease? Okay, just out of curiosity, now Terrible Towers has a walk-in, we've got a walk-in. Would it make sense to go sign the lease? Well, yes. Why? And then just ask them why. Because you got a walk-in closet. Write it down, walk-in closet. Why else? Remember, nobody shops for an apartment for fun. There's a reason why they're talking to you. Why else? I like the service better here. Got it. Why else? I like the location better here. You're writing this down with your sword and shield. Location. When you say you like the location better, can you give me a specific example? Yeah, you guys are 2 miles closer to my work than the other place. Got it. On that 2 miles, is that 2 miles one way or 2 miles round trip? Oh, one way. Got it. So 4 miles round trip. What else? I like the fact that you're on the 3rd floor. Right? Remember, some people love the 3rd floor. Most people do, actually. I like the fact that you're on the 3rd floor. What else? I like the floors here. They match my furniture. Got it. What else? That's pretty much it. Now, you guys, this is actually a short list. This is a psychological thing that therapists do. When you're writing down somebody's answers, they feel heard and they will keep talking. When you write down people's answers, they feel heard and they keep talking. You're welcome. They all say the same thing when they get to the end of the list. Well, that's pretty much it. Got it. Hey, I just want to make sure that I'm clear on something. Okay? Walk-in closet. We've got, let's call it a step-in. Right? It's an extra 2 square feet to be a walk-in. I can't get you that. You're crossing that off the list. In order for you to get that walk-in closet over at the other place, you're going to give up the service you want, the location that you wanted, which means you're going to spend 2 miles in the car each way going to work, which we both know in this city's traffic could be 30 minutes each way. So that's an hour of your life. That's 5 hours of your life, 20 hours of your life gone every month, 5 hours of your life gone every week. You're not going to be on the 3rd floor and have that awesome view that you like. And your floors are not going to match your sofa and all that furniture that you spent a ton of money on. Knowing all of that you're giving up the floors, the location, the 3rd floor, and the great service just to get an extra couple square feet of closet space, does it make sense to go sign the lease? Yeah, now that you put it that way, it does, right? It's that easy. Guys, and then what if they go, well, no, right? Where would you rather live? Oh, I'd rather live over there, right? What if they said, if you said, hey, if we had a closet and they had a closet and they said to you, well, I'd rather live there. Just simply ask them this. Got it. Just out of curiosity, why haven't you signed a lease there? This happens to you all the time and you're not asking this question. You're asking, what do I need to do to get your business, right? Why wouldn't you live here? Terrible things to ask. Never ask somebody why they wouldn't lease from you. If somebody's comparing you to somebody else and you use all things being equal, let's say we had a dog park, which we don't have, we're not building. Now we've got a dog park, they've got a dog park. Just out of curiosity, where would you rather live? Well, I'd rather live there. Just simply ask them, I got it. Hey, just out of curiosity, why haven't you signed a lease there? Oh, they don't have anything available. Oh, yeah, I can get you in on the 14th. Does it make sense to go lease the apartment? Yeah, it does. Or just out of curiosity, why haven't you signed a lease there? Oh, they're $1,000 more a month. Got it. That's pretty expensive for a dog park. You could pretty much buy a dog butler for that. Does it make sense to go sign the lease? Guys, we are getting in arguments that we don't need to be getting into. Follow these steps. Get natural with these steps. Slow down your process when you hear a complaint, when you hear an objection, and you will get more leases. Your job will be more fun. You'll get more done. People will love working with you. They're not going to feel like you're pressuring them. It's not going to feel like an argument. What questions can I answer for you guys around objections or complaints? What you got for me? The way people rent apartments has changed. Today's renter has access to more information. Today's renter has more choices. The apartment industry needs you. Studies have shown that moving is the most stressful life event. The old sales training, well, it just doesn't work today. I'd like to teach you how to take the stress out of leasing apartments in a way that's meaningful to you and your renters and get you 7 times more leases. I'll show you how the perfect leasing process works. I'm gonna walk you through everything from answering the phone to closing the lease. I'm gonna show you how to determine your prospects' wants and their needs so that you can build value in your apartments. You will learn how to handle any objection or complaint. I'm gonna show you how to connect with your renter so it's easy for them to rent with you. I've taught the best property management companies and thousands of people just like you how to lease apartments. Property management is complicated. I'll simplify it for you. There's more competition than ever before. I'm gonna show you how to be number one. All of a sudden, your career, it's gonna make perfect sense, even if you've never worked in sales or property management before. And for the advanced property manager, I'm gonna show you how to take things to the next level. Leasing University is a new, simple, step-by-step process that's effective. We're gonna help you become a rock star in property management. I'm Matt Easton, and this is Leasing University.